Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call her lawyer, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the true rulers and leaders of Israel. And shalom to the true and sincere Akim out here preaching and teaching the truth and truth and sincerity. Alright, I come back with you with another lesson. Brother Taziar from Great Millstone, Indiana, Camp and Gary, with another episode of Who Is It? Alright, because once again, there's a lot of naysayers on rather, who is who and, if these people still exist or not, or whatever the case may be. So, we're going to go into a few scriptures to identify who is who, all right? So we can better gain clarity for those who's just, tapping into who they are and what their purpose in life should be. This is Genesis chapter 25, and I'm going to start at 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there are twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Let's go to red. Let's see. Let's go to a different Bible. Let's go to Genesis 25 and 25. Let's go into that word red. Ruddy, reddish, of the hair or the complexion, Which, when you consider a person being red, all right, it's not necessarily saying the Kool-Aid man, but we know who has the depiction nearest to the Kool-Aid man, when they get sunburned or when they smile and they happy or when they're extra mad. These are the type of people who literally start to resemble the Kool-Aid man. But let's go into the characteristics of him, right? Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So, another depiction is that they never even said how Jacob looked, because it wasn't a strange thing how Jacob came out as far as his depiction. You understand? He came out the way everyone else came out in that time. But see, Esau, he was depicted to be red because that was not the norm in that time and in that area in which people was being birthed. All right? Also, you can see that Jacob came out with his hand around Esau's heel, which is, basically Jacob being the one to pull down Esau's kingdom. All right, that's symbolic to Jacob pulling down Esau. Okay, but let's get into their characteristics once again. Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Let that marinate. A man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. I mean, let's just consider the facts of, the people that's living in this day and age and what are their interests? What are their hobbies? Like, what do you see these different people that's living in the world interests and hobbies to be? I know a nation, a race of people who like to hunt, who like to, be in the field, so to speak, like in the woods, things of that nature. And I also know people who like to be in the house and just be chilling. I know all type of manner of people. And, just that right there, you know, sticks out a whole bunch to me. And like, as far as who we're talking about, you know. Let's get into a little bit more. All right? Let's see what let's get into a little bit more of their characteristics, right? Verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his vision, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sod pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Let's go up just a tad bit to verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage. So if you know anything about meat, all right, you know meat. That's a matter of fact. Let's go into that word pottage. All right, that'd be best, right? Pottage. No, not that. They're not gonna go to that pottage. Lentils and pottage and lentils. Pottage. Something that's boiled. It's a soup. Lentils. It's a dish, but we know that that's meat. All right. It is not gonna go into it, but that's meat. So Esau came in tired. Saw Jacob was cooking some food. The food wasn't done. The meat was still red. The pottage was still red from the meat being, uncooked all the way. And he sold his birthright to eat that. He sold his birthright to eat that. And if you know about the birthright is, the eldest, son being born and receiving all the inheritances from the father. You know, that's just the order of how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua got it. The older brother is the one that's supposed to receive the inheritance due to what? Birthright. That's his birthright. He was the firstborn. But anywho, yeah, man. Yeah. So who is he? Who's red, and likes to play in the field, with guns, hunting animals and things of that sort, man. Who likes to eat blood? You know, who is this person? All right, just something to ponder on. And there's gonna be more who is it series coming up. Shalom.